Hello, it's time for today's review. This is the Primus Essential Trail Stove. Swedish company. It's made in Europe. I believe it's made in Eastern Europe. I paid around 22 euros for this, which is extremely reasonable. That's like what, 25, 26 US, 20, maybe 19 pounds from the UK. And I love it. It's really fantastic. As you'll notice with all of my reviews, pretty much top of the list of attributes that I look for in a product is reliability and durability, and this ticks both of those boxes convincingly. I've used it now 12 or 15 times. I mean, I've used it maybe 30 or 40 times, but on about 12 different trips now, and it's never let me down. The steel that it's made from is lightweight yet extremely robust. I have no concerns whatsoever about anything bending or becoming misshapen, or I could launch this across the other side of the river there, and I have no doubt at all that it is not going to be damaged in any way whatsoever. It weighs around 115 grams. Its output is 8,600 BTU, which is pretty powerful. In addition to that, the measurements are around 10-11 centimeters across, which is excellent actually. It's a perfect sweet spot. It's not so wide that it's awkward, but it's not so small that there's any concerns about anything falling off of it. I use this I tend to buy the Primus gas canisters, but I've realized that's not really necessary, and Decathlon, for example, sells one that's half the price and lasts around 70 to 80% of the burn time, so I think that's what I'll be using moving forward. I love the precision on this, whatever you call this, dial. There's a word for it. It's so unbelievably precise and accurate. Now, sometimes, just 1 millimeter turn on some of these stoves is the difference between it almost like flickering out and blowing out and just burning whatever it is that you're cooking instantly. This is far more precise. I've been really impressed with how wide the dial is on this. Each minute turn does make a difference to the strength of the flame, and that's really, really important. The only mistake I've ever made using this is not putting it low enough. If you're heating anything other than water, you really only need to use the lowest or close to the lowest flame, because it's really super powerful. If you accidentally, it's user error completely, because there's no need to do this, but if you don't focus, you don't concentrate, and you just turn it too high, it will burn anything so quickly. I think it's actually quite attractive as well. I really quite like the shape of it. It feels right in your hand. It has a solid user feel to it, and I really think that if you look after it and you're careful when you use it to be precise and adjust correctly, accordingly, carefully, you just can't go wrong with this. My only complaint would be that the corners, the points, these 3 points, are really quite angular and not sharp, but they catch on things. So if you just throw it into your bag, I think it could, for example, if you throw it into your bag and it comes into contact with your thermals, for example, things that you sleep in, anything that's a slightly softer material, I think it could snag, and it could definitely pull a stitch out on something. I'm not really, again, that's a user error thing. If anyone knows of a specific product that exists to store this when you're using it, that would be great. Okay, so the Primus Essential Trail Stove, highly recommended.